Darwin found himself in a kill shelter in LA.
You know you came to LA to pick up a dog, right?
I do know that, yeah.
He's literally dying in 48 hours. We got there 24 hours later, picked him up and drove him back like 30 hours. Kennel, when we picked him up, he was just in major distress. When he was at the shelter, one of the loudest places I've ever been, and he was just in straight up distress. He was gnashing and just viciously saying, "Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away." He bit one of the workers doing that. When I got this dog, and literally before I got this dog, I was worried about my capabilities to handle it. I mean, he's in distress. I've never had a dog that's this distressed, this wound up. Started searching for books, audio tapes, YouTube videos, all kinds of things. And I found Tom. The reason why I wanted you to do this is because the dogs that you typically deal with have these kind of problems where they erupt unexpectedly. They just don't have a good recall. They don't have some basic commands that they work. It's no construct to work from, and you help to put that construct. I didn't think whenever I got you here that I would have an off-leash dog that would never have a problem. What I knew we could do was get into some baseline that we could build from. I'm sure that he'll see another trainer someday when he's in much better shape, but most people don't deal with dogs that are violent.
So right now I'm gonna try to actually start handling him, start petting him, and well, we'll see how he does. He's not gonna like this. Just gonna have to start getting used to me handling him a little bit so he can get better. He hates it. Every time I touch him, he hates it. I just don't like when he does that, man. Gets so right up in your face, like right here, and he just stiffens up. Oh, buddy. Well, this is good. He just kind of put himself here. Good boy, come on. He's tricky, man. It's okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're actually heading back to his house, which he knows. He's starting to get closer to his house. So he's gonna be so distracted on moving forward, it might be a good opportunity for me to actually get some petting in as he's actively working towards the goal of getting back to his home. Good boy. Good boy, Darwin. Good boy. Good boy, Dar. Good job. Good job. So that's good. So that's working a lot better. Good boy. Okay, that's the best we've done so far. And I think just changing the game of trying to pull him away from his house and him go, no, I want to go back to comfort zone, and then allowing me to do this. Good boy. As he's actively trying to go forward. So this is the most anybody's pet him other than his new dad. This is not gonna be comfortable for him. This is gonna be stressful. This is gonna be agitating and frustrating for him. But he's a dog that needs to get over these things in order to literally live. I mean, he's at a point where he was 24 hours from being euthanized, and we pulled him out of the shelter to help him rehab and modify how he perceives people because of the abuse he has. So this is stressful for him. There's no part of this that he's gonna feel really great in the beginning until we can get him over some of his fears and to rebuild trust in humans. And that's part of the process. I can't make that more clear for everyone out there that's watching that yes, this is going to be stressful for him because of his past. So what I'm doing now is there's no pressure on him. This is really good for him. When you're doing this and when I'm doing this, I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm focusing on the leash that I have here, my communication, how relaxed I am with him. Good boy. Good job. So this is really big for him, you guys. So you guys know I'm gonna give you a micro macro here, and the small picture is he's letting me pet him. The big picture, guys, is he's also not feeling the need to escape, and he may be taking this as a trust building relationship with somebody new for the first time, which is really big for him considering, you know, he was really close to being euthanized. And so I believe every dog has an opportunity and a chance to get better. This is really, really big for him. So I'm listening to his breathing. So he's going, stops right there. So he's not comfortable with that. That's nothing that I'm forcing on him to be comfortable with. I just have to help him get better by desensitization, counter conditioning, and just continue to he's nervous, I pet him once, good boy. Twice, good boy. And if I do that over and over and over again, it's gonna help him trust people again and be able to live a life where he doesn't feel like he has to nip or bite people. I'm really, really, really happy by this. I can't wait to tell his owners, just because this is something we didn't think was gonna happen with him while I was here. I couldn't do this on the way out. And on the way back, I said, how can I make him okay with this? So I kind of tricked him, as I said, all right, I'm gonna let you drag me home, but I'm gonna pet you. Come on, good boy, Dad's a good boy. See, this is all really good. Good job, very good.
Buried his head, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. And so it took that stress to get him to a point where he's like, oh, maybe you're not so bad. Because he freezes and he's like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. And then he finally gets to a point where he's like, that's not so bad. Okay. Yeah, if Andrew, I mean, anytime Andrew wants to come out and go for a walk with him, I mean, that's his arch nemesis in Andrew's eyes. I don't think it's in his eyes. I think they have a bad relationship and it's stale because Andrew's very afraid of him.
I'm not touching that leash.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped either.
Yeah.
I just can't. All right, let's do it. Don't all jump at once. Did he sign the waiver? I'm just kidding. What we were doing earlier is I just brought him for a walk and I just slowly started petting him, and then he got okay with it. And I'll teach you if you want, how to do it. Let's go. Let's go, Darwin. I'll have you go in front of me and I'll have him just trail you. So this is a good way to get a dog to get to know somebody, is he'll just stay behind you and just kind of smell you. The more that you're just around, the more comfortable he'll be with you.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Yep, just nice and calm, good. Perfect. So he's probably gonna be more comfortable with you than me.
Really?
Yeah, he's a scared, fearful dog. So the more confident and calm that you are, the better he's going to be with you. Do me a favor, start zigzagging through here, and I'm gonna let the leash right off, and I just wanna see what he does. So see what he's doing, Andrew? He's following you. So go to the right and see what, no, go to the other way, yeah. Yeah, he keeps going back to you.
I didn't expect that.
Why don't you just take this leash and I'll hold the middle for you.
Okay.
And then you just go like that, good. And you just let your leash down just a little bit, nice and relaxed, good. Only time that he'll go,
Let's take my hand out.
that's right. You just ignore him and he's just gonna go right along with you. He's more nervous than you are. So he's just trying to take lead from you. He's like, what are we doing? And if you just put your shoulders straight and you just put your head forward and you just grab the leash and you're nice and relaxed, he's just gonna do this, nice and relaxed.
So it's really true that if I'm on edge, he's going to be on edge too if I'm on edge.
That's right. And now put all of it in this hand here.
You understand?
Take that and then put it, yeah, right there.
Like this?
Nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed. Yep, just like that. And that's it.
Wow, I'm surprised he's like letting me do this.
Yeah, you go with confidence. How do you feel about it?
Pretty
Better?
surprised. I'm pretty surprised, yeah.
You feel better about it?
Yeah, I thought he was scared to death of me.
And he probably is, but now that you're going out and walking with him, he's gonna feel a lot better.
That's pretty damn cool. How'd you manage that, Andrew?
He just gave me the leash and he just kept walking.
So today's the last day we're working with Darwin, and as you guys can see, his muzzle is off. He's making huge progress. I am very, very happy with his progression. I'm very happy with the trust that he's instilled with me. One of the biggest things with working with dogs like this, guys, is progression. If we can get a dog that goes from a really dark and bad place with the psyche, behaviorally, mentally, training wise, like he was. I mean, he was biting every chance he got. He tried to bite me a couple times when I got here. And now we're to a point where we finally have the muzzle off and we're working with him comfortably. He's happy, he's not pulling. Progression is the biggest thing when we're dealing with dogs like this. If they can get to a better place on any time frame, you know that they can end up in a better place and be where you need them to be and be where he needs to be safe and healthy mentally and physically. So we're on the right path with progression. We went from wanting to bite me if I touched him to just laying in my feet without a muzzle. And I have respect for animals and dogs where I'm not gonna go overboard. People kind of get in a habit of, they go, oh, he's here, or he's over the bridge with me. With a dog like this, normally a very balanced dog like these guys will do that and you can do anything you want to him. But because of his lack of socialization and his ability to take on new people, he's comfortable with me and he's there, but I'm not gonna now pet him. There's no ROI and there's no point of me trying to pet him right now. And it's a very selfish thing people do because a dog is fully sleeping and knocked out basically after his walk, and he's just submitted to me between my legs, and then I go and pet him and then he reaches up and grabs me, and then I say, my dog bit me out of nowhere. Your dog in his case, right, because of who he is and how insecure he is with new people, and he's feral and he doesn't know how to do this. First of all, he's sleeping. Second of all, he's not used to just unsolicited attention, and that's going to create a problem. And that's something too that you have to tell everybody that's around him, to say, hey, just because he's comfortable and he's not barking or growling at you doesn't mean that you should go over and give him love and attention. You can do that with the other dogs, but not with him. And it's not because he's mean or aggressive, it's because he doesn't know how to handle that.
There's a lot of dogs that would benefit from this. And I understand not everybody has the means to have you stand at their house and see their situation. And it's not always appropriate for that either. It's a manner of cruelty to have an untrained dog, because it gives him no construct to succeed. I think if just that was the one takeaway that everybody in this mix would get, that training is actually good mental health for the dog. And that's just powerful. Because to be honest with you, until you told me that, I know that. I have a clue about that.
If you guys want to support me and support the No Bad Dogs Army and the movement and the community and be a part of what we're doing, just do me a solid favor. You guys like, share on your Facebook groups and everywhere else you guys can share this stuff. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications. Let's get the engagement going so we can continue to grow and continue to help dogs and their owners.